Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Hand of Fate. Wait, yes, Hand of Fate. So, twice now we failed trying to take out the Queen of Dust. I'm going to play with just the default play cards this time, the recommended cards. And if we don't get it in this next run through, I'm going to have to move down to maybe apprentice difficulty.
Even now.
The issue is not that you're really fighting people, although last time I did fight the Lich and get my behind handed to me. The issue is just having a good maximum
and you will meet
life.
Only death.
You lost a lot of life here. So recommended cards now. I could go to apprentice things and then make it easier. I could also try a different fate that would just potentially have a higher max health. But I don't think any of that should be... We should try any of that. I'd like to stay everything in default mode first. So, the Lich here, I gotta run away in terror if I see that. That's just not something I can fight. We have a lot of cards in this collection that we did have already played. Like this one, I don't even know what the deal is with this one. You gain unique equipment from it, apparently, somehow. You gain gold from this one. You can gain all kinds of things from that one. So we still haven't done the altar, we still haven't done the Queen of Skulls, the metal ore. Ah, I see. So if you find the metal ore, then go to the Holy Forge. That almost certainly is how it works. Hunting the Huntsman, and Goblin King 4, and Asleep at the Inn, and Cursed Treasure. All the new things. There's a ton of new things here we could throw in, but I'm going with what they recommend. So just make sure we're in recommended setup. It might even almost make sense. Like this weapon, I think will always be a holy weapon. I'm going with recommended. Let's see, can we speed up this animation? Not this one. Because it actually is showing
Your
me
currency
stuff.
is spent, your memories tattered and torn, formed into mere cards for us to play with.
So I get some Berserk armor as my first piece of equipment. Let's move forward. Giant eagle.
I see that great beasts remain free. That pleases me.
So let's struggle to get free this time. 50-50. Failure. One pain card. With a piercing cry, the bird flings you into the empty air. You fall heavily through the roof of a barn, scaring some chickens. Immediately 5 health down. And then the helpful priest is going to want half my food. Huge success is what we're looking for. There we go. Two blessing cards. Lizard Eater, receive 1 food
gods look
for
upon
every
you
lizard
favorably.
kill. I'm not gonna kill any lizards though. Undead
Useful.
that physically touch you, strike a player will receive bonus damage themselves. I guess I could go back and get that one, but let's just go forward. Shop. Can I buy anything? No, let's just pass it by. Asleep at the inn.
What
That's
sort
the
of
new one.
scoundrel would go through a sleeping man's belongings?
I think maybe me.
We play for a token now.
While sleeping in the inn, you jolt awake to find the bandit rifling through your belongings. You are quick on to your feet, weapon already in hand. The bandit laughs, clearly drunk. Easy there, princess. Spare an apple, would you? There's a good lad. He stands unsteady, clutching a stolen apple and some coins. Let's see. You grab his arm in protest and earn a punch to the face. Looks like Fancy here wants a fight. The bandit laughs again and spits at your feet and turns to leave. Well, now he hit me. I have to attack him. With one practice swing, you execute him. A surprise gasp and the last sound you make. Suddenly the room fills with the bandit's lackeys. So I killed the thief and then get attacked by the other guys, alright. Let's speed all of this up. There's a lot of them, but I think I can take these guys out. Hopefully that gives me some good equipment. Thieves dealt with, you accidentally wipe your brow with a hand slick with the blood of that has run down your weapon. You turn hoping to find a wash basin and find yourself once again in the presence of the ghost from the forest. Its eyes so familiar, so real compared to the shifting body look at you in fear. You took their lives so easily. Are you already lost? Remember who you are, who you were. I've lingered too long in this place. It drains so. Do not forget me. You blink and the ghost is gone. Those eyes gone. Wow. So that fight was wrong. All the other fights have been very straightforward. It's like, yeah, do the fight, you'll get some items. This one, no, I was supposed to just let him have it. I mean, the guy was drunk. I guess maybe I should be kinder to drunk thieves. Is it worth taking 4 steps to go back that direction? I don't think it is. Let's just leave it.
An expedition. Press on. Once, many came to play the game. Now, it's so few. The bored, the obsessed, the weak. Some come here merely to fill their mind with anything else but their problems, with any other issue than the thing on their mind today. Is that what you're doing now?
Hero's remains. We'll take the hero's remains again.
Are you sure that's the right approach? The deeper you go, the harder things become.
Interesting. Mr. Lionel's there and a shop is there, so I know what everything is now.
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
I don't have the money to give to him, sorry. Return the equipment. Return the shield. We draw one blessing card.
I made that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
I don't have the 20 gold still. We'll pass the shop for the first time. I'm running low on food. Ask him what he needs. When you come to, you find yourself you're in a place you don't recognize.
Starvation begins to set in. Try to stay calm. Fear will only hasten your demise.
So Mr. Lineup moved me on the shop, so I had to move on and off the shop to actually go in it. That's kind of sucks.
Finally, an opportunity to eat.
Let's sell some items. Might even need to sell the Ring of Hindsight. There we go, we'll get 5 food.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Sadly, I can't make that loan. I'd have to sell every single piece of equipment I have.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
Moving forward as fast as possible.
Will you make the same choices as you did before?
Yes. In this case, I will.
The
Snag
black
this
deck
100 gold.
delivers again.
So I have to beat this Dark Dweller, hopefully. 1 success. These Dark Dwellers are the real pain. 2 pain cards. There goes 10 of my max health. There goes 1 of my equipment. There's another Dark Dweller. I have to get past him. I fail again. 10 more health gone. 30% of my gold is gone. Oh no.
Now, starvation begins.
I can't return it all.
Again, a token is at stake.
You look at the fellow that's carrying the payment for my friend across the veil. I have to deny it, claim he is mistaken, and keep the gold. I don't have 100 gold to give him. I knew that bastard would welch on his debts. I'm going to kill him. So, did not get that token.
Ouch. If only you had a meal.
Devil's Carnival. Why did they keep this card in the deck? Surely there's a better card than this.
Choose from these options.
Huge success to choose. And huge success. And with 2 huge successes, all you get is a blessing card.
Very nice indeed.
I'm starving to death. If only I could find a shop.
Every card drawn from your thoughts and your memories. Every card tainted by your view of the world and your single-minded purpose. The same singularity of purpose that brings you here.
Interesting. In Embertown Hero. This time I'm just gonna not fight him. If I can avoid him. Goblin King's Hall is 4.
As you plunder the
I have
secrets
21
of your
health.
memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
Good news, Mr. Lionel declares, excitedly bursting from the back of a wagon as it passes you along a well-trodden path through a sunny meadow. One of the Goblin King's sons has decided to challenge the old fool for his position as ruler of our people. Under Goblin law, he can legally take his father's place if he can beat him in single combat. But the king, crafty slug that he is, has hidden the crown in the treasure vaults. Without the crown, the leadership cannot be resolved. There must be chaos in the capital. Ask about the capital. Old Goblin Town is hidden away in an enormous cavern under one of the human cities. You wouldn't believe which one, even if I told you. It's full of thieves, you know. No point. What is that word? Distilling unless you have business. No point visiting. That's a V. Unless you have business with the king or his family. Anyway, the point is that the crown is in one of the treasure vaults. If we can find it, then I can use it to blackmail the king into letting me back into the city. Let's find another vault now. That's the spirit, Lionel says, gleefully rubbing his hands together. The crown is going to get me back my rightful place. You lead the way this time. Hours later, you stand staring through the doorway of another vault. Good luck, my friend, Lionel says, giving you a reassuring pat on the arm. Find the treasure chest, the crown must be in there. You pause for a moment, wondering if that was the voice you heard echoing between the traps. Lionel gives you a helpful kick in the rear, sending you through the doorway. Now I have 21 health. If I screw this up, which apparently I'm going to, because somebody's attacking me. So, what's going on here?
Every death feeds the queen. Another of my servants fulfills his duties.
So that's failure number 3 there.
Can you muster the strength to go on?
I don't think we can. We're gonna have to...
Come now. The queen awaits.
We're gonna have to do some things here. Let's see. No special modifications or rules to the deck. We could play as an expert at chance and luck, but unskilled in combat. Shadow Agent might be a good one here. Forsaken carry excessive equipment to pursue the journey. Eats equipment instead of food. That is ridiculous. Weak but becomes stronger through battle. Great at exploring. Must visit every shop and will be ambushed more often. Grow stronger the more you carry. Equipped to fight the undead. Forgoes material wealth. Gold gain cards have no effect. You are rewarded for slaying undead. All around easier game experience.
Now you can play the game as the gods do, without consequence or concern.
And see if I go to recommended. Let's see, what cards can we get rid of? This one. This one is probably fine to keep. That one's. This one's not a good one to have in the deck. Trying to get rid of things that are gonna be not worth it, painful. They got rid of the Devil's Carnival, apparently. Let's see, Devil's Wager, Charity 3, Blood Ritual, Field of Poppies, we'll take that. And we'll take the Devil's Wager. And is there something we could do here? It's going to be more of a question of, is there actually an item that would be useful? Causes the player to be fully healed, using a weapon ability, and for the ring to be destroyed at the end of combat. No, that wouldn't be very useful. When this ring is sold, all the player's gold is lost, but the player receives +1 max health for every 5 gold that was lost as a result of the sell. Interesting. But no. So we can already see that the card experience is different here. There's less like negative cards, and the cards we're getting are less negative.
This thing I have created, I can hardly bear the sight of it now. I've worked my way through its many convolutions so many times, run through these conversations in my mind over and over again. Wondered how it all ends. Will I ever know the truth?
That's new dialogue. So we're getting a Guardian Angel. After your first chance card pick, you may return the card and draw again after shuffling. That's new.
Careful with that. The effect does not extend inside the armor, but you do have to get it on somehow.
Let's see. Defense light. Nearby enemies immediately slowed as the chilling effect of the armor. So actually, I definitely want that. Let's move forward. Mr. Lionel. So we're trying to just race to the end, I suppose. 4 gold game cards. That's a lot of gold. Plus 10 gold per blessing. Interesting. Field of Poppies was.
I have always felt a kinship to the puppy. Together we help you forget and also recall.
You wander among the field of poppies. Too late, you realize that the poppies are making you sleepy. So now I see where everything is. But it would be ridiculous to take on the Lich. So I'll just flee from the Lich, I suppose. Oh. Well, that just moved everything around, didn't it? You wake up groggy and disoriented. So, the exit might be here. Might be here. The Lich.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
Now, I imagine if I get the tokens on easy mode, I would still unlock the card and everything. So maybe I should have been playing on easy mode all the time, and then we could bump it up to normal or difficult mode later. I'm gonna just flee in terror. The undead horror barely registers your existence as you run screaming from the presence. Mr. Lionel again. What do you need? Draw one equipment card.
As pleases you.
Shall meet again. Forward. The cave mouth. So I think that worked well. Let's move forward.
This can only end one way, you know.
Cursed treasure, that's new too.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
In the courtyard of a remote rundown temple, you find a pile of treasure. You are welcome to the treasure, says the wizard, wizened old monk, but know that it is cursed. You cannot resist the allure of the treasure and proceed to take it. You decide to leave the treasure. You know what? I'm gonna just leave it this time. The old monk nods his head approvingly as you turn and leave the temple. So I was supposed to take it, obviously. The curse was gonna move the story forward. Shop. We can approach the shop, fine. But I can't really buy anything. The apprentice helm. We'll sell that. I'm not gonna buy anything because I just get cursed. And I have like tons of food. So I'm just gonna keep my money. The altar.
Whimsy and caprice. The domains of the old gods. Were they always thus? Or has age corrupted their natures?
On the deserted hilltop of a faraway land, you discover an old altar. The gods of the old religion are powerful and yet unpredictable. In their favors, do you wish to pray at the altar? Sure. Could be success or a huge failure. Confirm your choice and choose again. Ooh. Oh yeah, I have that blessing that will get me through all of these. The card's token is now yours.
Many of these blessings are too good for the likes of you.
So obviously the thing that has happened here is this thing, Guardian Angel. After your first chance card pick, you may return that card and draw again after shuffling. So that doubles the opportunity to pick something good. Now it would always be a mistake to reshuffle if you got success, unless of course it was 3 success cards and 1 huge success card. But I think that Guardian Angel is a card you would have always gotten and on easy mode, and that makes everything make a lot more sense. So we're stronger, the enemies are weaker. Some achievements can't be unlocked, which kind of sucks, but we really need to get through this story mode. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to say, well, the game's a little too hard about halfway through. Anywho, we've gone another 30 minutes, so it's looking good. I think we can get through the story next time. That's it going to be for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.